Welcome to this quick video on how to create a catalogue in Canva. When you open the email, there will be two links. One of them will take you to the Editable catalogue template, and the other link will open an example from my own business, Fox Under the Moon, to show how I have used the template. We'll use both in this video, and so I can show you the best way to use the template and give you some ideas. When you open the template document, you will see that it looks like this. It opens in a program called Canva, which is free to use. There is a paid version of it if you want, which is about £11–12 a month, but you don't need the paid version to do anything that we're going to do today. The gallery view will show you all of the pages in the catalogue template. All of these can be edited and also duplicated or deleted if you need to change the way the catalogue layout is. All elements, including text and boxes, can be edited. The colours, the fonts, the styles, the sizes, just as you would with any other program. There are loads of YouTube tutorials out there to show you how to use Canva if you've not used it before. I'll cover some basics as we go along today, but not the in-depth stuff. You can find that elsewhere. To change the colour, you can use the little square at the top here and then pick a colour. You can choose one from the pre-selected, or you can go in and type your own colour number or select one from the colour grid here using the bar to drag along. Canva will also give you photo colour suggestions if you've got photographs or logos inserted into your document. To change the text, you just click into the text box. You can see the little white circle at the top. You can use this to drag the text, or you can use the size at the top. You can change the font and the colour and the style of the text using the drop-down menus at the top of the Canva screen. As an example today, I am using a made-up company called Dream Makers, but you can obviously insert your own company name and change any of the information. You can also add additional text boxes by clicking on the text icon to the left of the screen. Down here, we have got a logo space. So again, you can drag and drop your own logo into there. There's also more text on the bottom as an example. The way I've used this in my own catalogue is to add our minimum order and carriage paid details on the front, because buyers want to know this information straight away. But if you would like to delete this, you can do so using the delete button and it will take it away for you. I've just undone that so you can see it here again. This text can be edited as with all the others. You can see I've got a background selected from the effects menu here, just so that the text stands out a little better. If I take that away, you can see it's not very easy to read. There are other effects that you can play around with as well. I just chose to put a coloured background on mine to make the text stand out. I'm going to change this back to the purple colour it was originally, and then we'll move on to how to edit the photographs and put your own designs in. As I said before, everything in this Canva template is completely editable, so you can change out the pictures and logos throughout. You will want to upload your own logo and pictures into the upload section on the left-hand side, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use the pre-selected stock images from the photos section. So when you go to the uploads, you will see all of the photos you've uploaded. You can upload from your computer or from your phone or device. I'm just going to pretend that this is the logo I've uploaded, and you can see when I drag it into the space, it will snap automatically into one of the image spaces. This is a really handy feature because it will resize your image for you. So I've dragged this new logo into position here, and as you saw before, the background image and any other image on the document will also be editable in this way. I'm just undoing a few things to get the template back to how it was before, and I will show you how to change the background image. I'm going to search for gift here. Again, you could use one of your uploaded product photos. I'm going to select this one, and again, I'm going to drag it onto the canvas and keep hold of the mouse button until it snaps into place. Now, you might think, okay, this isn't in the right place, or it's not showing the right part of the photograph. So double click onto the image that you've selected as a background and it'll bring up the full image, which you can drag around and resize to wherever you want to. If you want to delete the background image completely and choose another one, you can just press the delete key on your keyboard when you have this view selected. Whenever there is a purple or blue line around the outside of the entire page, that means you've got the main background image selected. I'm going to just undo using the undo button at the top of the page to get back to the template as it was. Now we can move on to the rest of the catalogue. I'll show you in a minute the example of my catalogue, how I've used these pages. Again, if you want to delete this page completely, you can. You can see here the front cover of my catalogue. Now, this is the way I have used the template, and you can see I've added in pages and changed things around. So you can really play around with the template I've provided to make this catalogue your own. I've used page 2 of the catalogue as an About Me section, telling customers about the business and our company values. So you can have a look at this in detail and see what I've done, and then you're welcome to use and adapt this template that will suit your business. If you go into the elements section, you can change the little pin icons that I've put here. Say you wanted to say your business used recycled products, you would search for the icon you wanted. Now, graphics is the best section for icons, so click on there. You'll see some of the pictures have this little crown symbol, which means the pro or paid for version of Canva. You can upgrade if you want to, but there are plenty of graphics that don't have that. So I'm going to select one of the free ones here. Now you'll see the elements don't snap into the image place because they're not photographs. So you can just click one, resize it, and a lot of the graphics you can also change the colors. So if you want to make them branded or suit your theme better, you can do that here just by selecting the colors as we did with the text earlier on. You can then delete the one element and pop that one in wherever you want it, and again resize it, move the text around, or of course if you don't want to do this, you can delete this section completely and just add text or more photographs. The rest of the page is just a picture of About Me, although this is actually me in mine. As you can see, I've put a picture of me and some information about our business and some key information there. It just helps to build a little bit of your brand voice on the first page, and lots of buyers are interested in your story. Again, you can edit this text by clicking in the box and selecting the bits you want to change, highlighting them, deleting them, all of that kind of thing. I'm going to, again, drop in a different photo. I'm using the photos section, but if you have uploaded photographs of yourself, then you can obviously drop one in there. And again, you can scale these and move them around by double clicking on the photograph. If you just click and you don't click and drag, the photo will just be inserted into your document and it won't snap into place. This is useful if you want to add additional photographs in places where I haven't already got them in the template. As this is a greeting card catalogue predominantly, you'll see from my example that I've got my greeting cards at the very front. So the first page, I've got a little bit of information. This is where I'll put my pricing and the information about the card types and all of that kind of thing. I've got a main header image at the top and a title, and then you have got spaces to put your greeting card designs in. Again, I'm going to exemplify this using stock images, but you can upload your own designs and snap them into place on the template or move them around if you want to. I've also added a little box here that you can see if I zoom in that has the title and the SKU. You can see this in my example in my catalogue. If you want to see how I've used this, you can change the colour of the box if you want to have a different theme. Anything you want to do is possible on Canva. Again, have a look at some tutorials if you want to go more in depth into how to use it as a design program. If you want to change the background of the page, just make sure that the back page section is selected. And again, you'll see this because the line around it will go blue. You can change the colour and size of container boxes in the same way, just using the colour selector. Once you click on an element, you'll get the bar at the top, which tells you what you can do. So if you select the back of the page, you can change the colour. If you select text, you can change fonts and things like that. If you accidentally delete something from this template, you can usually find it again. Now, I have just created a box that goes behind the title text there. So if you type rectangle and then click into the shapes section of the menu, you can draw yourself a little box. It will default to a colour that you're already using on the page, which is quite handy. And you can drag it into place and change the size, change the colour and all of that kind of thing. Sometimes if you put a new element onto a page, it will be in front of one of the things that you have already created. And so I will show you in a minute how to change the positioning of this. The position button will show you whereabouts things are on your page. So if you insert something and it is on top of your text, you just need to use these back forward arrows until things are in the right place. I've inserted another page here with space for 6 cards. Now, I've got lots of cards in my range, as I'm sure you have too, so you are welcome to just duplicate those pages until you've got enough space for all of the cards that you want to include in this range. If you go to the grid view here, you'll see that you can see all of the catalogue pages, and the icons along the top will help you to duplicate, delete, or add a page in. If you want to add a page, you simply add the add page button. It will add a blank page in the same theme. You can delete pages the same way. If you want to duplicate a page, make sure you have the page selected that you want to duplicate and then click on the copy icon. You can do this with all of the pages as many times as you want to. Click back on the grid view button to get back into the design view. You'll see in the template I've also included a couple of extra pages for if you want to put additional products that aren't greeting cards or if you want to display them in different ways. Again, you can delete or copy these pages if you want to change them and add more things that suit your brand, or if you want to take them out completely, you can do if you only sell greeting cards. There is a template page for terms and conditions, and then the back page. The social media icons here can also be edited so that you can put your own handles in. Now, if you go to the elements section again and you search for whichever social media button you're looking for, you'll find most of them there. I'm going to search for the Facebook one as an example here. Again, make sure you have elements selected, see all, and you can choose the particular type of logo that you want to use. On the back page, I've kept it nice and simple. Again, if you look at my example, you'll see the information I have on here. You can, of course, change this to suit your brand. The finished size of this catalogue is A4 in the UK, portrait orientation. I've set this up as a print-ready file, so it also has 3mm added on to the final size around all of the borders for the print bleed. This is a requirement for all print companies when you come to print physical copies of your catalogue. When you're ready, click the share and download button. I would recommend PDF for printing. If you want to share or upload your catalogue to websites as individual photographs, you can do this using JPEG or PNG, but I would recommend PDF for print as this is going to be what most print companies want. PDF print rather than standard is a higher quality. Make sure none of the boxes are checked. Make sure that you have all the pages in your document selected and then select the colour type. You will only have the option for CMYK if you are a pro subscriber. So this is something to consider as most print companies will prefer CMYK. You can send things over in RGB though, and they will convert them for you most of the time. When all your settings are ready, you can hit the download button and this will download and appear in your downloads folder and is ready to be sent off to your chosen print company for printing. Something else that Canva offers is a public view link. This is really helpful because what this will do is give you a link that you can then put onto your website or share on social media. That means that people can view your catalogue without being able to edit it. So the example catalogue that I showed you here, that is mine, that is how I've managed to show you this. That is the link. So it means people can scroll through, and I use this on my website so that buyers can also see my catalogue online. So there you have it, how to create a really simple wholesale catalogue for your brand using my handy dandy template. I hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. You can see my email on screen.